LEGO has produced quite a few car replicas in recent years, but none of them had caught my attention quite like this latest one. What really stood out to me is its vintage charm and excellent color combination. My name is Lucas and I welcome all fans of LEGO. So today let's take a closer look at the car that completely changed the automobile industry. I'm talking about none other than the Ford Model T. As expected for a set at this scale, there are no minifigures included. Still, I can't help but feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity to include a Henry Ford minifigure. It would have added a nice historical touch to the set. My first impressions of the model are extremely strong. The black and gold color scheme works beautifully, and the fabric roof piece feels like a very smart design choice. One of the first things that might catch your eye is the unusual color of the tires. However, this is actually historically accurate. The white tires reflect early versions of the real car. The tire and rim assembly also uses brand new pieces created specifically for this set, which makes it feel a bit more special and exclusive. Looking at the front, the mudguard used some interesting building techniques, while the rear ones are more traditional but still enjoyable to put together. The front of the car really captures its signature look, featuring a gold frame grille and printed element for the logo. That said, if you look closely, not all the gold pieces match perfectly in color, which is a bit disappointing, especially for a company like LEGO. You will also find the headlights and a hand crank at the front. This is not just for display. When you open the bonnet, you will see the crank actually spins an internal propeller using a rubber band mechanism. The four-cylinder engine itself is nicely detailed and even asymmetrical, just like the real thing. On one side, there is a horn built using a sextant piece. Unfortunately, it doesn't make any sound, though it would have been interesting to see some sort of sound feature included. Maybe LEGO could have included a new smart brake? Moving along the sides, you will notice additional lamps and another new element, dual molded transparent pieces used for the windshield. Just like the real car, the top section can be folded down. The fabric roof works well visually, although folding it correctly isn't entirely intuitive. Inside the cabin, the steering wheel is fully functional and is connected to the front wheels via a linkage system, which is best appreciated from underneath the car. But what I like the most is the use of forks for the turn signals. You will also find small details here like levers, pedals and brakes. And particularly interesting historical detail is included here as well. The fuel tank sits beneath the driver's seat, while a separate tank on the side was used to power the headlights. These kinds of facts are also highlighted throughout the instruction manual, which makes the building process more engaging. True to the original design, the model features just a single door on the passenger side. Around the back, you will find an opening trunk, and the way it's constructed with an angled panel and clip connections is especially satisfying to build. The rear also includes a simple tail light and a visible gear mechanism connected to the drift shaft, representing the rear-wheel drive system. A subtle but very welcome functional detail. Now, if this set caught your attention, it is priced at $130 or 130 euros or 120 British pounds and comes with 1060 pieces. Just to clarify, this video isn't sponsored by the LEGO Group. However, if you are thinking about picking this set up from LEGO or even buying anything from Amazon, I would really appreciate it if you use the affiliate links in the description. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps support the channel and allows me to keep making content like this, so thank you in advance. Inside the box, you will find 8 standard LEGO bags, along with a few additional ones for the wheels and tires. The front windscreen is packed separately to prevent scratches, which is a really nice touch. The fabric element also comes in its own packaging. And the good news, there are no stickers in this set. The front tile is printed, which is always a big plus. You also get a single instruction manual that includes a few nice history pages at the beginning. Throughout the build, you also come across a few interesting facts about the car, which makes the whole experience more enjoyable and even a bit educational. As for the building experience, it took me around 3 hours at a relaxed pace. Overall, I did enjoy it, but I will be honest, this is quite a technical build. If you are not a fan of more complex or mechanical techniques, it might not be for you. That said, even I found it engaging, and there are some really interesting building methods throughout, especially in front and rear bonnet, as well as the front mudguards. And yes, there has been some talk online about an illegal building technique in this set, but honestly, I didn't even notice it while building, so it didn't bother me at all. But once I started filming, I noticed that something wasn't working here, and I had to fix it, so that's quite a big downside. And another thing that gave me a bit of trouble was assembling the steering wheel. I spent some time trying to figure out where the problem was. At first, it seems like something wasn't right, because whenever I turned the steering wheel, two parts would always come apart. In the end, I realized that I had connected a few pieces incorrectly. Once I fixed it, everything worked perfectly, so be careful with that. And apart from the usual small leftover pieces, this set also includes 4 support stands used during the building process, which end up as leftovers as well. Surprisingly, they are not in bright orange color, like Lego sometimes does, for example in the Concorde set. That said, I have always felt pieces like this could have been integrated into the final model somehow, because I'm never quite sure what to do with them afterwards. What about you? Do you reuse leftover parts, store them for later, or just throw them away? To be fair, I think this is an excellent display model that would easily catch anyone's attention. If you are into vintage style builds, or you are a car enthusiast, this set is definitely worth considering. It really feels like LEGO has stepped things up this year, delivering more refined and better looking sets compared to what we saw last year. But that's just my take. I would love to hear yours. Did this set grab your attention, or are you planning to skip it? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this review and want to see more LEGO content, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and consider using the affiliate links when picking up any brick build models. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, happy building!